Hi, this is Lara at Elliott Wave Forex and also for Elliott Wave Stock Market as well now with a free daily US dollar index Elliott Wave analysis for the New York trading session dated Tuesday, the 24th of August. Let's have a quick look at an historical chart. We'll just go back for 3 years today. We had a 5 waves down at cycle C to end, at primary C to end a cycle B, 5 waves up for a primary A, an A, B, C, expanded flat correction down for primary 2, and according to this wave count we are in a third wave at primary degree to the upside. A target for the end to primary 3, this is a long-term target, may be where it reaches 2.618, the length of this primary one, which would take the dollar up to 120.59. and a longer term target for the end to cycle degree wave C, which began here and will be at primary degree a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave structure to the upside, may lie about 141.08, and that's where it will equal 1.618, the length of cycle degree wave A off to the left of the chart. That's a really common relationship between those two for expanded flat corrections, and I have this wave count at cycle degree as an expanded flat with an A, B and C. Let's have a look at the daily chart for the last year now, where this maroon 2 for primary 2 down here is this maroon 2 down here, and here's intermediate wave 1, the sharp zigzag for intermediate wave 2 to the downside. This is really nicely contained in a little trend channel that's very obviously broken now to the upside. Therefore, this downwards trend is over, no matter how you want to label it, and an upwards trend is underway, no matter how you want to label it. Now that intermediate or black wave 3 is underway to the upside, we should not expect to see price move below 80.1 at start. A mid-term target for the end to black wave 3 to the upside may be where it reaches 1.618, the length of this first wave at black degree, started here, ended here, and that will be achieved when the dollar reaches up to 103.52. Taking you now to the hourly chart, where this pink 1 and pink 2 here, where this pink 1 or minute 1 is this pink 1 and this pink 2 down here. We've had a really nice, simple, clean 5 wave structure to the upside for green wave 1 here. Again, the dollar's behaving exactly as expected, and this upwards impulse is beautifully, perfectly contained in a parallel channel drawn using Elliott's technique. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up, and now we're working on wave 2 to the downside. That cannot reach beyond the start of 1, therefore our invalidation point is down here at 81.92. We expected some further upwards movement yesterday. The target for wave 5 orange was 83.65. The dollar's reached just 0.1 short of that to 83.55. Thereafter, we expected some downwards movement as wave 2 to the downside unfolds, and a likely target for that to end was given at 82.86, and that's where this downwards wave here ended. However, this is not the end to wave 2 green. Wave 1 green took about 4 days in duration. It seems extremely unlikely that wave 2 green could take a scant 3 hours. When I look at this piece of downwards movement on a 5-minute chart, it seems somewhat ambiguous. It could be counted either as a correction or an impulse. So I expect this is most likely an impulse to the downside for an A wave, and here's a little 3-wave movement for B to the upside, and we should be working on C to the downside now. If C within wave 2 green reaches equality with A, the dollar will reach down to 82.67. This little parallel trend channel, these orange lines here, is drawn first from the start of A to the end of B, and then a parallel copy placed on the end of A. This lower orange line may give guidance to where wave 2 green may end. Also, and most importantly, when this channel is comfortably breached to the upside with upwards movement, then we have a very strong indicator that wave 2 green is over and wave 3 green to the upside is underway. I'm just going to flip back to the daily chart now. We're getting right towards the middle of this third wave, within wave 1 at minor degree within intermediate wave 3. In the middle of this third wave at pink or minute degree, that's where we should see some very strong upwards movement indeed. This correction to the downside at green degree may take another 1 or 2 days, maybe on the outside another 3 days. Please be aware that we should have imminently, coming up in a couple of days or so, some really strong upwards movement. Sometimes these really strong movements take us by surprise and see us standing on the sidelines. Be prepared and know that this is highly likely to be coming up pretty soon. Just be prepared for that one and don't let it take you by surprise if that is indeed what happens. So that's all for me with your US dollar index analysis, and I hope everyone's having a most fabulous day.